Hey everyone, this video I am going to talk about method reference. Method reference concept was introduced in Java 1.8 release, right? Along with the other APIs that were uh, lambda expression, streams, optionals, and all those rich feature in Java. Method reference was introduced along with that. So let's see what is this method reference all about. So we use lambda expression to create anonymous methods, right? I have explained it in the previous video, right? So sometimes, however, a lambda expression does nothing but call an existing method, right? So while you are writing a lambda expression, you are doing nothing here, but you are calling another method of the class here, right? So normally you do here curly braces and you write the method body here, but sometimes when this line is used, you want to extract it and uh, uh, extract it into a method, separate method, right? In that way, in those cases, in those cases, it's often clearer to refer to the existing method by name. It is more clear and more readable way. How we can do that? So that it is more readable, right? So method reference comes into picture in that cases, in these scenarios. So this is the use case where method reference can be used, right? So let me explain you this an example, then it will be more clear. So for the demo, I have created few classes already. Person is one class that I'm going to use. So here it had some attributes here, which is very simple to understand. This is the constructor, and these are the few methods and getter and setter. Here is the toString to print the data, and here it is creating the roster. Basically, it is creating a list of persons here. That's it. There is nothing fancy here, right? And in the method reference demo here, the task that I have in hand, I have list of persons here, and I want to sort the list of persons by age that are there, right? So here I am just printing the persons that are there already in the list, and here person age comparator, which is implementing the comparator interface, which is there to compare the two objects, right? And here a dot get birthday and compare to b dot get birthday. And here I am going to sort this one, right? So what there is one utility class collections dot sort, right? So here it has one method. If I want to sort it custom way, I can pass the roster, and now I can pass the comparator, person is comparator, right? So here this instance I got it. So after this line, it is going to sort this list, this roster by age. Let me run this program and show you this. So before running, let me print this after sorting as well, right? So that's it, run it. Okay, so here before sorting we get 80, 1980, 2001, 91, 2000, 1980, 91, 2000 and 2001. So we are getting proper sorted order, right? Now we are interested in the method reference. This is how we did it. This is how we are doing in usual way, right? Now copy this content from here, right? And comment this out. So this person is comparator, same thing that we have written here. I already have one method that is doing the same thing in person class, compare by age. How we can use this so that we do not have to write one more class just to compare things, right? How we can do that? So this is where lambda expression comes into picture, right? We have person p1, it is taking two arguments p2, right? And here lambda expression, and I can call the person dot compare by age, even p2. It is going to do the same thing that we did with this one, right? But now we do not have to write this class, right? So we reduced these number of lines from here, right? And this one again, we can simplify it more here by removing the type that we are mentioning. It is going to refer this automatically, right? And here now method reference comes into picture. As I told you, the lambda expression, when it is going to use the already defined method, we can use the method reference here, right? So just removing this one, writing the person class that is there, double colon is the symbol for the method reference, and it automatically has is going to give you the suggestion what you can call here. Compare by is I can call here. So it is going to do the same thing that we were doing with this one, with these two lambda expression, right? So if I run this again, there is going to there will be no change. When I run this, there will be no change in the output. Sorting will happen properly. 1891, 2000, 2001, right? So this is how you can use the compare by A's method in lambda expression, right? So here I am using the for each, which is again the lambda expression, and I can use this method reference with the type as well. Here I am passing this one, right? I can simplify this. So if I copy this one and I can remove this altogether. So system dot out println, right? So this is the simple line that I can write, and it is going to print the things normally. There will be no change, right? So this is how method reference can make it more readable, and it can reduce the number of lines as well. So there are different flavors of the method reference. Let me explain you that. Here it is. So when we have kind of method, here it has reference to a static method, right? Static method, we already have seen this, right? So person was the class and compare by is was the method, and reference to an instance method of a particular object containing object and instance method name, that is there. So when you do not have a static method, you have instance method, you can do that as well, right? And reference to an instance method of an arbitrary object of a particular type containing type and method name. This also I have explained you when I was doing system dot out println. So this is, you can call the type, and then you can have the type and call the method that is inside there, right? So if I show you this system dot out, so this println method is there under this print stream, that is system dot out. So this is how we can use the method reference. And the last one, reference to a constructor. So let me show you this in example. So first one I have seen, third one I have seen. So particular object, this instance method, let me show you that. So let me create one class here, comparison provider. So basically I am going to write a class which is going to contain the different logic to compare the person that are there, right? So I already have written. So it has one method to compare by name, it has compare by age as well. So based on the parameter that you want to compare, you can have others as well, right? So this is the separate class which is just holding the logic for comparing the things, right? So this compare by provider, I can use it here. How can use it here? So here provider comparison provider, right? So this is the one way. So comparison by provider, so this instance, put it at the first line here so that we can access it properly. So here I'm taking the provider. So this line compare by age, we are using the person class which was the static. So if I want to sort the same roster by name, right? So how we can do that? So collections dot sort roster and provider, inside that I can call compare by name, right? So this is how we have the instance of this, and I can call any method, any instance method of this comparison provider, right? So if I copy this one and run this again, so it will be sorted by name. Okay, yes, Fred, Jean, George. Now we have got the sorted order here, right? So this is how you can use the instance method in the method reference, right? So the last one is about the constructor using new one. So to show that demo, I have few class here, one interface here, one interface which is functional interface. I have one method here that is display, which is taking one argument here, and the green learner, that is the type that it is returning. So focus here the type that it is returning here, right? So this is the green learner type that it is returning, and it has this one constructor which is taking this string and printing something here, right? So if I want to use this interface again in our method, I want to use this display here. How can I instantiate this one, right? So you know the interface, you know the lambda expression, how to do this, and here you have to pass one argument here, and here you have to create what is the return type that it is holding, new this one, so you have to return that, so str. So this is the this is how you can write the lambda expression for this one, right? So this is the way that you do. And when you call this interface again dot display, and whatever you give here, it is going to print that. So new green learner, we created the instance and created the output from here. So whatever we have written here, it is going inside this display method, right? When I call this one, it is going to print this hello here, right? And this is how, and I already have constructor of this one which is taking this one. So method signature of this one and this one, it's same. So this is the place where I can replace this one with the method reference, right? So let me copy this so that it is easy to compare. Green learner, it is already giving me the suggestion. So this is how I can replace it, green learner new, and this is hello. If I run this, it is going to print the display that I'm giving here, hello. Yes, hello, we got it, right? So this is how you can use the method reference to simplify the lambda expressions, right, in specific cases. So these are the different flavors about method reference. I hope you understood about the method references and how to use this. All of this source code I'm going to upload on the GitHub. You can take that from there and play around with this, right? So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.